Peace, family. Conjure Queen here. And in this segment, we are going to be discussing the Illuminati and who they really are, what the Illuminati are about, the history of the Illuminati, and we are going to be dispelling these false accusations about the Illuminati. Now, first of all, let's get into the Illuminati. But before we do that, we are live right now, and people are coming into the building. What's up, everybody that's coming into the live? How is everybody? Peace, family. We are going to be discussing the Illuminati, and the reason why I want to discuss this particular topic is for the simple fact that I noticed that there's a lot of agents that's on YouTube and also, on other platforms outside of YouTube that are creating these lies to confuse you. So remember, we are in the age of information, technology, and everybody pretty much has access to these platforms, which means that there's a lot of misinformation that's put out there, which causes a lot of people to misunderstand what the Illuminati really is, right? So every time you say the Illuminati, people automatically think of the elite, right? The evil puppeteers that are controlling the strings behind the media, behind the propaganda, the news, and everything else. Now, I just want to pretty much explain some things. But before we get into that, we got to understand who the Illuminati are and how they all came about, right? So, in order for us to understand where we are and where we're going, we have to understand the past. You got to understand history. Now, you feel me? According to history, right, which is always debatable, according to history, they say that the Illuminati was created from let's say the Illuminati was created in the 1700s, right? Even though it goes way back then. And people always say, okay, the Illuminati was a secret society. Now, the Illuminati really just means in Latin, the illuminated one, right? Illuminated beings. Illuminated or enlightened basically means those who have knowledge, those who are woke, those who are conscious. In modern days, we call that the conscious community, right? Okay, so back then they had their own little secret societies or terminologies or, their tribes. And a lot of the people that made up this Illuminati body were, quote unquote, Freemasons. These were philosophers. These were like the higher status people, like the doctors and the philosophers and the aristocrats, and, like, people who had money, people who had status, people who had power. Because we got to remember, back in those days, reading was illegal for a lot of people. Like, if you didn't have money, then you couldn't read. And this, a lot of these philosophers and you feel me, Greek historians and all of that got most of their information and training from ancient Kemet, which is modern day Egypt. Okay. And what are the symbols that we see in the Illuminati? The pyramid, the all-seeing eye. Okay. ISIS is now considered to be a terrorist group. Oh, let's get into that, family. We're about to go deep into this real quick, but before we do that, don't forget to hit that like button, hit that thumbs up button, and also to subscribe to the channel. You feel me? What's up, everybody? Any newbies in the building? What's up, family? I see some familiar names up in here. What's up, Healing Seas of Love, Andre B, Simone Hardy, Ashe, G Black. Shout out to the moderators in the building. Ashe, Jamal, Ashe. Yes, Juju Goddess, Ashe. Peace, Mr. T, Ashe. All right, family, we see you up in the building. Now, listen, moderators, I'm going to need you to remind everybody in the chat room to thumbs up this video, and also make sure that if you don't know how, you got to smash the X on the right side, on the upper right hand side. Hit the X so that way you can close out the window and you can see the thumbs up button. You feel me? Now, this is going to be a very hot topic because it's about the Illuminati, and you get all types of people who have misunderstandings about this topic. So there may be some trolls in here. So, moderators, I'm going to need y'all to be on y'all P's and Q's. Thank you. But y'all always got it. So I'm not really even doubting y'all power. Y'all got them quick trigger fingers. You feel me? So anyway, and we're going to have some discussion. I'm going to be reading some of the comments because, I love to interact with everybody in the chat room. Your voice does matter. Your voice does count, and I understand that this is a very controversial topic. And, there are a lot of YouTubers that you probably look up to that are actually agents. Okay. Like, if y'all seen the movie, The Matrix, like, those agents are very real, and they're out here pretty much acting as though they're advocates for truth, but they're really sending you lies. You feel me? Think about it. How is it that these supposedly advocates for, anti-Illuminati, or they're advocates of truth, or advocates for conspiracy theory exposing people, right? Like, how are they advocates, but they got like a million or something followers, and they don't have no static? Like, how you have no problems with your channel? How come there's no glitches? How come you're not having no problems with YouTube, but you're supposedly exposing the government, exposing these truths? But really, that's not true, because the people who really are exposing the truth and stuff, they always have glitches in their videos. Their videos be missing. They be having issues with their channel. I even know some people who channel got deleted mad times, and they had to keep remaking new channels. So I really want y'all to use y'all, like, not to be funny or nothing, but sometimes y'all gotta use your common sense and say, what, something here is not adding up. Why is it that this conspiracy theorist is able to get like interviews on NBC and all of these mainstream media, and we already know who owns the media, who owns the news? So how is it that these conspiracy theorists are able to make it to that type of level mainstream, but y'all are exposing the government? Come on, the CIA. Let's be real, family. Like, real talk. Let's be real. It makes no sense. So we're not going to get deep into this conversation until we get at least some more likes, because it's like over 200 and something people in here. I know that we can get more likes than 70. Come on. Come up in the building, family. Peace, everybody. If you are new to my channel, I am Conja Queen, and we are always exposing lies, and we are telling the truth. Okay? We are spreading love and light, and we are spreading enlightenment. The Illuminati is not what you think it is. They've lied to you. They've been lying to you for a very long time. And the funny thing is, this is, to be honest, the Illuminati, that whole subject, the Illuminati, is what actually opened my eyes to this path of truth. You feel me? It all started like mad long ago when I discovered that video of Rihanna when she had the umbrella video, and everybody was talking about Rihanna was a devil worshiper. And so I'm like, what is this Illuminati stuff they talking about? What is this all-seeing eye? What is this pyramid? What does all of these symbols mean? And then when I did my research, because a lot of y'all don't do your research, I just like to take for whatever, y'all just take whatever people say as truth. And I always tell y'all, question everything. I even tell y'all to research stuff that I say. Like, don't take everything I say as truth, because that's my truth. You feel me? Everybody has their own truth. There's many truths. But I'm exposing lies. So I'm telling y'all, like, look, these people, this is a lie here. You feel me? Like, if you guys are, you always have to be skeptical about everything that's on the internet, because there's so much fakes out here, agents out here, like, confusing you. So if something doesn't resonate with your spirit, if something doesn't feel right, you have to stop and say, wait a minute, let me research that. Where does this person get their resources from? Who's their teacher? Like, you always got to ask these questions and do the research. You feel me? Always ask questions. Facts. Peace, family. All right, we getting some more likes up in the building. There's 220 people. Yo, I've been seeing 222 and 22 everywhere. Like, that number been following me like for the past like 5 days, like almost a week now. Every day I see it like twice. Peace, family. What's up, Amare? What's up, Shayla? What's up, Ashe, Tanya, Lovely, Supreme Melodies, Ashe, Passion. What's up, family? All right, Olivia, Ashe. All right, family, listen. Let's get at least 100 likes up in here, and we're going to get started on this segment, because I'm also going to be doing some Q&A and answering some questions, and also interacting with the people in the chat room, because I'm going to read some of y'all comments. I'm pretty sure a lot of my subscribers are very smart, very enlightened, very bright, and the truth of the matter is, you guys are the enlightened ones. You guys are the Illuminati, and everything that they tell you about, oh, you got to fear the Illuminati. The Illuminati are secret societies. The Illuminati are evil. The Illuminati are devil worshippers. The Illuminati eat children. Like, y'all getting everything misconstrued. The best way that people can trick you is to make you think that those things that are good are actually bad. Look at the media. The media will make you believe that the victim is actually the victim is actually the bad one. You feel me? Like, look at the media and how they portray certain types of people. You feel me? Like, it's just crazy, because the media is the perfect platform to brainwash people, because people don't question the news. They feel like, well, it made it to the news, so it must be true. And I used to have this way of thinking, when I was younger, because that's what my parents thought, and that's what their parents thought, and they just pass on this false way of thinking down to your children, until finally somebody has to question, like, wait a minute, why do we just accept what we're being told? Why are we accepting this way of life? Why are we accepting this information without questioning anybody? Like, who's in control? Who's in charge? You feel me? Like nobody ever asks these questions. Nobody ever asks these questions. Like, who the hell is the Illuminati? Who are these people? Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, are they humans? Are they really, are there reptilians? Are there aliens? Like, nobody asks these questions, but we all just believe whatever the government says. You feel me? But I feel like we're in the age of awakening. We're in the age of Aquarius, and more people are waking up. Now, boom, let's get into it. We got 100 or something likes. All right, Ashe, family, Ashe. Now, listen, if you haven't already, make sure to subscribe to my channel and come on here and hit that thumbs up button. Ashe, and feel free to comment in the comment section because I'm going to be reading some comments out loud and engaging with everybody as I go on. Now, listen, this is a live discussion, and I just ask that everybody come into here with an empty cup and an open mind. And basically, what that means is don't come up in here not being open to new information because how are you going to learn if you feel like you know everything? Okay, the best way to learn is to realize that you know nothing at all and that information changes all the time. You feel me? Like a couple of 100 years ago, they didn't think that we would have cell phones. You know what I'm saying? Like looking, moving images in a box was considered crazy. Like they didn't believe that we could have TVs. They didn't believe we could have cell phones. You feel me? Like technology has advanced. So things change with time. Information changes as well as our thinking changes. So have an open mind about to what I'm about to say. Okay. Now, one thing that I'm going to say is the Illuminati is not what you think it is. The Illuminati basically means the enlightened ones, the illuminated ones. Illuminated means to have light, right? Light is symbolic for knowledge, information, right? To be awoke, to be awake, right? What did they say? The god Prometheus brought fire to humanity, and that's why he got cast out by the gods, and he was forbidden to enter back into the heavens with the rest of the gods, right? Now we got to realize that light, that fire represented knowledge, forbidden knowledge given to mankind. They're talking about the ancients, the mystics, who was given information to the common folk, the common people, because they wasn't supposed to have that. You got to realize that in antiquity, people reading was not fundamental. It wasn't for everybody. Reading was only for the elite. Reading was only for the rich. Reading was only for like the higher class status society, right? It was forbidden for a slave to read. It was forbidden for the commoners to know certain things. Information and knowledge was not as easily accessible as it is now. The only reason why information and knowledge is accessible as it is now, like public education, is because they're teaching you fake stuff. They're programming you. Propaganda. Why do you think that they call it a TV program? Come on, y'all. Wake up. The Illuminati means the illuminated ones. And the Illuminati really are you guys. Because they say that the Illuminati wasn't always started as a evil secret society. The Illuminati actually was a small group of people who came together, right? Like they were the higher class, like, um higher class status people, usually mostly men, that formed a group together in the 1700s because they wanted to overthrow the government because they felt that the government had too much power over the people, right? So, of course, it was growing. The secret society, the Illuminati, that's what they called themselves, was growing. But you have to understand, any organization that is trying to overthrow a government, any organization that is a threat to its government, any organization that is too powerful, it always gets infiltrated. And then what they do is they turn that once upon a time good society into something bad. And that's what happened to the Black Panther Party. The Black Panther Party was sitting here trying to overthrow white supremacy, or you feel me, like power over certain people and segregation, all the other stuff. Like the Black Panther Party was actually trying to help the community, help the impoverished community to do better. But then, of course, it got infiltrated, and then the Black Panther Party was considered to be, a rational movement. I forgot what they call it, but they were saying that basically it was a threat to society, and they got banished. So it's the same thing that's happening with the Illuminati, where they're saying that the Illuminati is a evil society that's doing devil worshiping, black magic. But most of y'all that's already my subscribers already know what magic really is about. The best way to control a people is to take the power that actually works and make the people believe that it's evil. Why do you think that they gave you guys religion? Fake religion. Okay, you feel me? Like, and most of these people that be, on YouTube or whatever, screaming, "Oh, Illuminati is evil, anti-Illuminati, da da da," like devil worshippers, they be those heavy Bible thumpers. You feel me? Like they be those heavy Christians, and then y'all gotta realize that a lot of the stuff that they spreading is not even real. It's just regurgitated information. Like one thing I will say is this. You feel me? This is the Illuminati. Basically, are what happened was an ancient Kemet. The ancient Kemites taught secret, sacred knowledge. That information got stolen, taken, and now that information is sitting in the Vatican and God knows where else. And they are these elite that are hiding this information from you, hire agents to put out information to make you guys feel like, oh, this is evil. You feel me? Oh, this is devil worshiping. Oh, this stuff is, it's going to send you to hell. When you look at the Illuminati, look at the signs, look at the symbols. The eye of Heru, the all-seeing eye, right? Do y'all know what that really is? The eye of Heru was never an evil symbol. It never was a symbol of the devil. It never was a symbol of Lucifer. It never was a symbol of Satan. Y'all got to do your research. And this is how I found out who the Illuminati really was. Once I started to connect the dots and I started realizing that, the Illuminati had these symbols, and I looked up the symbols and what these symbols meant, the research that I looked up, it wasn't adding up to what these YouTubers, you feel me, or these agents, these conspiracy theorist agents were saying. And I'm saying, okay, I'm looking up the history of these symbols that go way back in time. And I'm like, hold on, the eye of Heru, or the all-seeing eye, was a symbol of God, was a symbol of protection. It was a symbol to ward off the negativity, bad spirits. So why would they lie and say this is something evil? You feel me? It's like they took your power away from you. They took the information of your own ancestors and they turned it against you to make you hate your own power, to make you hate your origins. They tricked you. They fooled you into thinking that your own stuff is evil. Just like Isis, right? Isis is originally is a goddess. Her original name in Egypt or Kemet is Osset. But they took that powerful name, because names have power, words have power. They took that powerful name of ISIS and they turned it into a terrorist group. And what they did, they make the people hate that word ISIS. Whenever you say ISIS, they automatically attach that to that terrorist group that's killing people, that's against the U.S. government. Okay? Her name is Osset and she is a goddess. She's the goddess of love, of motherhood, of humanity. Like, goddess was a self-sacrificing goddess. The story of Osset, Heru, and Osar is the original story before Jesus, Joseph, and Mary. Now, I know a lot of the stuff that I'm saying, a lot of people's going to be like, oh, this girl's crazy. What are you talking about? You sound like the devil. Oh, you going against Christianity. Listen, I grew up in a Christian home. My grandmother was a hardcore Christian thumper. I had to go to church every Sunday. I was in the choir. I was in Sunday school. I had to memorize the Bible, y'all. Like, trust me, I've been through that already. My family's still a hardcore Christians. And then it wasn't until I started asking questions and doing my own research is when I found out the truth. You have to come with an open mind. The pyramid, right? Whenever somebody, we always see like in the music videos, they have the pyramid, the all-seeing eye. These artists, these rap artists, pop artists, these mainstream like models and all of these celebrities, they know about this. They are illuminated. That's why they call themselves the illuminated ones. They're woke. They know the truth behind that power. Why do you think they use these symbols and these emblems on their albums, on their covers, in their music videos? Because they know that these symbols have power. They know what these symbols can do. It's not about brainwashing, but let me tell you, if you slap a certain symbol on something, you could put power into it. Anybody that's into, feel me, brujeria, magic, like you understand the power of symbols. King Solomon knew the power of symbols, and King Solomon is in the Bible. They know what these symbols do. The symbol of the pyramids were used as mystery schools. They was used as temples. Do you know that people used to meditate and do mantras and do rituals and cleansings in these pyramids? They used to teach the students, the metaphysical students, the mystery schools. They was taught around the pyramids. The pyramids are portals. Y'all, like, read the Emerald Tablets. I always say this in all my videos. Read the Emerald Tablets. In the Emerald Tablets by Thoth, aka Jehudi, He specifically says that there's going to come a time in the future that these pyramids are going to activate, that there's supposedly some space shuttles or something under it that's going to activate, but only at a certain time. Why do you think they in Kemet right now or Egypt right now digging up all those holes, breaking up all of the walls? Like, why do y'all think they still doing all that construction? What are they looking for that they cannot find? Y'all got to do your own research. Y'all got to stop taking everything that these fake agents are saying. So every time you see some fake agent talking about, oh, the Illuminati, oh, this artist is in the Illuminati, like these artists is laughing to the bank at y'all because y'all just giving them more clout. Amari says, but didn't they find something in the pyramid the other day? Amari, I don't know what they found. They have so much fake information out there, and you got to be careful where you find this information. If they say they found something on like mainstream, question everything that they put on the news. Point blank, period. Question everything that they put on the news. Because if they put it on a mainstream news, you got to ask yourself, why do they want us to see this? Because what they don't want you to see, they're not going to put it on TV, right? They're not going to put it on TV. The pyramid is a symbol of power. You feel me? Like the pyramid, they always say, well, there's a hierarchy of power, and they say that the illuminated ones are on the top. Didn't I just say in my previous video that it's only like 10% of people that's woke in this world and 90% of the people in the world are sleeping? Like some of y'all are the sleeping giants, and the ones that are woke are here to wake up everybody else. No, everybody can't be saved. But then you got some of these illuminated ones that's out here taking this power and using it against y'all to keep y'all asleep so that way they can still have access to this power. Knowledge is power, right? So the more you know, the more powerful you are. So how do you have more power over people? You keep them dumb, deaf, and blind. That's how you keep your power. And that's what these fake elite are doing to all of y'all, making y'all look stupid like puppets. And if any of y'all are my subscribers, y'all are no dummies. Like, all of my subscribers are smart. All y'all have open minds. Facts. Keisha Smith says, wake up, people. Like, we're here to wake people up, and that's what we hear. And you got to remember, not a lot of people want to wake up. You ever been sleeping really good? Like, you having a really good sleep, y'all, and you having a good dream, and somebody just come and try to wake you up, and you be like, nah, leave me alone. Like, I want to sleep. Like, that's how it is. If somebody been asleep for so long, and they've been so comfortable, they don't want to wake up. They want to stay in their dream. They want to stay warm and cozy in their bed, sleeping. They don't want to wake up to reality. They don't want to wake up to the annoying sound to their alarm clock. They want to put their alarm clock on snooze forever. And sometimes we got to realize that that could be our own friends and family. And you got to just take that and be like, you know what? All right, I can't save you because you're trying to save everybody else. You're going to drown. You're going to get left behind. Deanna Starr says, ignorance is bliss. That is a fact, honey. Just like in the Matrix, I forgot the dude's name, but he was like, listen, I know all of this is fake, but I still want to taste that steak. I know that the steak ain't even real, but I miss it. I miss the fake world. Like these fake agents that's out here, and I'm not messy, so I'm not going to be naming certain YouTube channels, but I'm pretty sure most of y'all already know who and what I am referring to when I say certain conspiracy theorists that have taken their channel mainstream. Like, how are you mainstream? How are you this popular? How are you interviewing with all of these celebrities and stuff like that? And you supposedly exposing the truth? Like, it makes no sense at all. And nobody is questioning this. Nobody, the fact of the matter is, the Illuminati are the enlightened ones, and you guys are the Illuminati. You guys are the enlightened ones. You are the threat to society. You are the ones. Why do you think they want mainstream media to feel like the Illuminati is evil? Who put that information out? They did it on purpose. You feel me? They don't want people to like y'all. So that's why when you walk around with your all seeing eye, Hamza bracelets, when y'all wearing y'all conscious gear on, whatever y'all doing, like people gonna be like, oh, that's that Illuminati stuff. Oh hell no, I don't mess with that. Why you wearing that all seeing eye? Why you wearing that eye of Heru? Why you wearing those pyramid earrings? Why you wearing that for? Or why you wearing those ankhs? That's the devil. Somebody said that in my previous video when I did on when they murdered XXX whatever his name is XXX Temptation. I keep saying his name wrong. X, right? Let's just say X, the rapper, when he was murdered. by the elite. I did a video and I was wearing my Ankh earrings, and somebody was like, "Well, we can't even trust what you're saying because you must be the Illuminati yourself since you're wearing those earrings. That's the devil." Like, nobody ever looks and says, "You know what does that symbol mean? Do you know that the Ankh is a symbol? The Ankh is actually a symbol of life, longevity, vitality, protection, strength, godliness. All of the gods wore ankhs because it represents immortality. You have an immortal soul. It means that your soul is bigger than this material world, and now this material things do not even matter. Like, like sometimes, like, this stuff just gets me so mad because it's like, yo, I really want everybody to wake up, and sometimes it's like that hard pill to swallow that some people just, they want to stay ignorant. You feel me? Like, they're turning all of our tools against us. And that's what you do. They make the small percentage, the 10% of us, feel like the outcast, the black sheep. And 9 times out of 10, if a lot of these illuminated ones, the Illuminati, the illuminated children, right, the woke people, conscious people, right. Now I'm going like this because all of these different terminologies, all these different terms and titles. I don't really like titles, but sometimes using titles is the best way to relate to people. You feel me? We use titles to relate, to connect with others so they can say, "Oh, I identify with that. Oh, I know what that means. I identify with that term." So that's why I'm using those terms. They different titles, but the same thing. Okay? We're all one tribe, and we have to really learn how to stick together and not beat each other up so much. Stop letting these elite use these tools against you. They're taking your power from you. Anyway, let's go into the chat room before I like get pissed off. J Too Funny says magic is magic. It has no good or evil except for the user. That's a fact. That's like fire. You feel me? Is fire good or bad? Fire can be used to destroy, and fire can be used to create. Fire can be used to cook a hot cooked meal and feed somebody that's hungry. Fire could be used to burn down a house. You feel me? Like, fire can be used for many different things. Ashe. Christina Jones says, I tried to tell this to my family, but I'm considered a witch now. And honestly, that term witch, let me tell y'all, witch comes from the word wit. W-I-T. Wit means witty, intelligent, smart, wise. What did they call the ancients? Wise men. The 3 wise men. Okay? Sounds familiar? Okay. Even the 3 wise men was in the Bible. The Bible is the biggest freaking brujeria book. The Bible is the grimoire, but y'all don't realize that though. Read the book of Psalms. King Solomon himself. King Solomon was a powerful alchemist. Amari says, live up to your witchery. A witch is a wise one. Ashe. The book of Moses. Yes, Demetria, the book of Moses. An old southern woman told me about that. Very powerful. Ronnie Wisdom says, we have been tricked. Wake up, y'all. It is essentially reverse psychology. Education is key to waking up in so many ways, mind, body, and soul. Thank you, Ronnie Wisdom. That's a fact that I'm trying to tell y'all. A lot of y'all been taught opposite, like, of what the truth is. They got y'all writing backwards. Did y'all know that we originally used to write from right to left, and now they got us writing from left to right? Like, they got us so messed up. Like, we're all backwards, and it's all about training yourself. Retraining yourself. Retraining yourself. Brittany says all of these distractions. Listen, what about left-handers? Left-handers are very interesting. That's a whole nother topic. But yes, left-handers think actually differently. I have a friend, I know a few people that's left-handed. They got like scholarships and stuff for left-handed people. There's so many different sayings about the Illuminati. Like, honestly, you guys are the illuminated ones, and you're the light bearers that are forbidden, that have been cast out. Okay? Remember, they always says Lucifer, or the enlightened one, Prometheus, was cast out of heaven. He was cast out because he shared his light with humanity, which was forbidden. A lot of this information that is being given to you guys are forbidden knowledge. It was once forbidden, taboo to talk about it because the common folk were not supposed to know this. Because if the common folk knew this, then they can overthrow royalty, they could overthrow the king, they can overthrow the elite. So a lot of y'all are the illuminated ones that they're afraid of. That's why a lot of y'all were cast out being the black sheep in your family, cast out of feeling like you feel me, like you're the oddball and your peer, like you feel like, you know what, like you're by yourself. The cast out ones, the rebels. And honestly, now I see why everything happened the way it was. I was always a black sheep. I was always misunderstood, and I never understood, why don't I fit in? Why do I think differently? Why can't I relate to all of this stuff that everybody else is relating to? Like certain topics just didn't interest me, and I'm like, this don't feel right. This doesn't resonate with my spirit. Like something doesn't sound right to me. And whenever you question authority, they tell you don't question God, don't question authority. Just listen, bow down, and take orders, and that's it. I'm not designed that way. A lot of us are not designed that way. And a lot of y'all are disrupting the system. You are a threat to the system. The system is already breaking. The system is broken already, y'all. We've done a really good job waking everyone up one by one by one. Anyway, who do y'all think? What do y'all think about this whole Illuminati session? What do y'all think about this whole Illuminati stuff? Like, do y'all feel like, you know what I'm saying? Like the Illuminati is the government. Do y'all feel like we are the Illuminati? Like, do y'all really feel like a few people are able to control the masses? Like, I feel like we give them too much power, and it's a lot of fear mongering. It's a lot of fear that's being installed in your hearts. And I always say, like, fear is the best way to control somebody. Fear and love cannot exist in the same place. Amari says, I feel like there are multiple facets of the Illuminati. Agreed. Agreed. Khalik says, people need to stop giving into the mess the media is trying to feed us. Ashe. Yeah, I need to do more research. Question all of these agents, these conspiracy theorists that's online, and like they always talking about they're exposing this celebrity, they're exposing that, they're exposing this artist, they're exposing. They need to be exposed themselves because they're lying to y'all. They are lying to y'all. Research, 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 family. Don't forget to smash that thumbs up button, family. Ashe. And thank you to whoever donated. I appreciate you. Ashe. I have no control of what names y'all put out here. Like I said, I'm not going to be the one saying names because I'm not messy, but most of y'all already know who I'm talking about, what I'm talking about, the agents. I need y'all to start opening your eyes and seeing the truth and asking that the truth be revealed to you. And since Jupiter was in Scorpio, it's been exposing a lot of people. And now that Jupiter's back home in Sagittarius, whoo, next year is gonna be really interesting. And I'm just gonna be sitting back watching, like, yep, I knew it was gonna happen. I knew that person was gonna expose. I knew that was gonna, yep, just sitting back and laughing. That's a fact. And a lot of these spiritualists too, like not just like conspiracy theorists, but spiritualists out here, they the illuminated ones, but they turn bad. Like they the ones that's trying to keep power over you guys. The veil is lifting. Yes, the trap oracle says the veil is lifting and all of these frauds is being exposed. That's a fact. Y'all need to read the Book of Enoch. Y'all need to read the Emerald Tablets. What other book they need to read? Y'all need to do more research on ancient Kemet and their symbols. Y'all need to get the book of symbols. I forgot what it's called, but there's a book that has a whole bunch of symbols and what they really mean. Find out what these symbols mean. You feel me? Look into what these symbols mean. Find out what they mean, and you need to identify what sounds right, what resonates with you, what is truth to you. And one thing I would say, if you really want to find out if these conspiracy theorists is real or not, look at their YouTube channel. Look at their analytics. Like, look at their numbers. Like, if they have like a million and something subscribers and they're on TV and they on mainstream media and, they have no glitches on their videos, no problems, no static, no nothing, no, they don't get no type of threats. Nothing goes wrong with their channel. They never get shut down. You got to ask yourself, what's really going on here? Who's sponsoring you to keep having your channel up? How are you still here? What are you really exposing? What are you really talking about? And question everything that they're saying. Who's your teacher? Where do you get your information from? Can you give us some sources? Most of my videos, I'm always giving y'all books. I'm always giving y'all resources. I'm always telling y'all, okay, I used to study with this person. Y'all should check out that person. Y'all should check out this source. Y'all should check out this video. Go into my YouTube archives and check out some of my videos. I have a lot of information on the Anunnaki, on the Illuminati, on like what witchcraft really is. Who are the Illuminati? Who are the illuminated ones? Like all of these symbols, what they mean, the all-seeing eye, spiritual protection, government conspiracies, all of that. Anyway, family, I'm not going to hold y'all. I know that some of y'all probably got school and work tomorrow, but I do want y'all to just think. That's all I want y'all to do is think. Open your minds to the truth. And the truth will come to you. When you open your mind, the truth's going to come. But as long as you're closed-minded, you're going to stay in the same mind state that you had forever. And that hasn't gotten you far. If you close your mind, you're not going to go far. It's all about growing. But anyway, family, I'm going to leave you with that. Don't forget to thumbs up this video, subscribe to my channel, hit that bell so you'll always be notified when we do have more discussions like this. And yeah, comment below and let me know what you think. Who is the Illuminati? Who do you think the Illuminati are? You feel me? Give me your opinion. Tell me what you think. Until next time, family, Conjure Queen, signing out. Peace.